Super Retro Force.
What is going on, YouTube? Oh boy. We have a great discussion today. In a recent video, I had actually been conversating in the comment section with Mr. Wright Way about some certain stuff, and you know, it was a great conversation. But I wanted to end it on this because this really stood out to me. So we're gonna go on over to the comment right here and discuss this. So obviously, as you can tell on the screen, yeah, man, we all been through it and have dealt with it. I know I have. I think this is a great discussion, but I think most people are tired of the look what I got videos, but also we as collectors love to share what we got. And of course I replied, totally agree. Now I've talked in the past videos about people going after complete sets, and I've talked, you know, about people thinking that they need to just fill up the rooms with games, and a lot of these discussions I never once really were thinking were too much of hot takes, but recently there's been people, you know, in comments and DMing me that I don't know if they got a little offended or if they think I'm specifically reaching out or trying to change people's mind on stuff like this. I just want people to know that what you do with your money out there is what you do with your money. There was one comment I read that was, I think it was even Mr. Wright Way was talking about it. It was nothing against him, and it was not out of mean context or anything. But he said it's just weird how people are so, care so much about what people spend their money on. And I like to think sometimes that's kind of the exact opposite here. I have never once really told people that you need to stop buying games. At least not out, what do I want to say, in a general way. I'm just telling people, a lot of times if people think they have a problem, there are steps you can take to backing off from it. And I've always said, you know, I'm not a doctor, I don't know, I can't diagnose people, I'm just talking from personal experience, and it just clicked one day that I had a problem buying games and buying too many games. And so now I just kind of spread that awareness from my perspective. And if it settles with people, great, but I'm not trying to talk down for anybody. If you want to collect stuff, do it. And I've talked with Mr. Wright Way about that. Is I've never, you know, but sorry, I'm just kind of jumping all over the place right now, but I understand this paradox here, so I'll pull that back up one more time. But as collectors, we love to share what we got. And most people are tired of look what I got videos. So this is a paradox, if you ask me. And I've gone, so once again, from personal experience, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this too. But I've actually noticed that over the years I've gotten tired of the look what I've gotten videos. Now, that's not to say that I don't enjoy watching what my friends get, you know, Pixel Game Squad, Drinks Games with Josh, and some of these other guys. I love to watch what they get. And I even talked in the past how I'm not a big fan of Video Games Monthly, but I do enjoy watching what people get. But as a regular watcher of retro stuff nowadays, if there's no other stuff going on in your video, I sometimes do not enjoy just watching people just show stuff. Mainly, this is mainly new people. It's harder for me to get into a new channel unless I've been established with you, if all you're doing is showing pickups. Now, if you're talking about each and every game, what you think about it, how much you enjoy that game, why you feel connected with it, a little bit more of a discussion on it, I love those videos. I used to, and I still enjoy watching those. Like when somebody says they picked up, I'll just grab this game because I have it right here. The Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay. If they pull this up and they're like, oh, I got this now. Growing up, I was a huge Riddick fan. I watched all the movies, and I just really enjoyed like Pitch Black. And ever since then, I just really loved the games. I loved the characters, and I got this game for my birthday and so year and blah blah blah. Like, that's the stuff I love. I love context behind stuff instead of, hey guys, I went to blah 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 and I got 30 original Xbox games, and this is what, and I mean, and I know that, like, maybe this is a hot take, because there's a lot of channels out there that's all they do. And once again, don't let my opinion sway you. Don't make me, that I'm thinking any less of you. And this is not to be a negative kind of experience. This is just one of those discussion videos. And like I said, I always love to read the comments on what people think about this. But maybe a lot of the times too, I wonder, obviously we don't talk much about politics or the economy and stuff on this channel because I don't really into that kind of stuff. But maybe, with the way people are with money nowadays, maybe they just get tired of watching other people spend money willy-nilly on stuff when they know that they can't themselves. I know that in the past I've talked about how I spent way too much money on games. And now that I'm freeloading off, or getting rid of a bunch of them, freeing myself from them, it's so relieving. And then I see that my mistakes in the past of why was I buying these fillers, why was I buying this crap, I didn't enjoy it, and I spent way too much money. And maybe sometimes that's what people get tired of watching too, is seeing, people spending all this money on what is to them filler garbage, but to the collector itself, it's a whole nother experience. And that's why I don't want people to think that, I think that you're horrible for collecting stuff, because that's what your passion is. That's what you love to do. Then do it. Like I said, I love watching the videos when people have stories behind the items that they're getting, why they're getting the items, whether it be that they are so nostalgic for the NES, so they want to complete the games, or that growing up they never had a Super Nintendo, so now they want to go back and buy as many Super Nintendo games so they can try them all out to see which ones they really enjoy. And I love stuff like that. But when we're just going to talk, those are the videos that I enjoy, when people show the passion behind the collecting. I think sometimes we get these generic new channels that come out, and they're like I was when I first started, a show me channel. Just show me, what I'm all buying, what I spent, and stuff like that. Now, the second part of the discussion is what I think is also standing out really good with. But as collectors, we love to share what we got. And that is 100% true. Even now, I don't collect as much as I used to. I don't buy very many games as much as I used to, so I don't really show much off. But anytime somebody new comes over to the house, I do especially love bringing them down to the game room and just kind of showing them what I have. Because what's the point of having all this stuff if you can't show it off a little bit, right? Right? So, I mean, that's especially the younger kids when they come down, and I'm not a big fan of the arcade one-ups. I've talked about that in past videos. Not a huge fan of playing them per se, for me, but the kids love it. And seeing their little happy faces when they get to play Pac-Man and stuff like that is really cool. But it's kind of, it's a show me kind of hobby, collecting is. I've talked in the past about, I kind of get nervous sometimes when I do these videos because I'm worried that somebody's going to get offended. Which sometimes, it's what happens when we talk about this stuff. I don't want anybody to be offended. I don't want anybody to feel like something's wrong with them. And if anything, just always remember that I'm just one dude on the internet talking about stuff. So if you don't like what I say, then you don't have to watch, man. Especially if it makes you feel bad. I don't want to make anybody feel bad. Love you guys all. A lot of times I just kind of turn the camera on and start talking. But I really enjoyed this comment, and it was kind of surreal to see Mr. Wright Way actually commenting on one of my own videos, being as big a YouTuber as he is. And it's the same in the past with Pixel Game Squad and all those bigger channels. Feeling like the little guy and getting them comments from them guys is great. Absolutely love it. Makes me know that my stuff's being out there and it's being seen. But I really enjoyed this conversation with Mr. Wright Way, and I really enjoyed making this video today talking about this stuff. And I really, like I said, I really want to know in the comments below what you guys think about this subject. Are you getting tired of these pickup videos, and surprisingly, in my last video, one of my last videos, I talked about how I've noticed that a lot of people will have pickup videos, and they will have 30 to 40 games, it seems like every 2 weeks, or some insane stuff like that. I know a lot of times some of the stuff is pre-recorded weeks in advance, and they just kind of put it all into one video, so it seems like much more than it is. But people were surprised to hear that, and maybe it was just the channels I was, that I follow or used to follow it more, and it's just normalized to buy that many games, so I just don't see it as weird as it is anymore. But yeah, it is a very common thing for people to, get weekly pickups from 20 games. I know the collectors say it's kind of harder for them because, for the most part, it seems like a lot of collectors get the fillers first, and the expensive games are after that. So I mean, you don't see as much pickup videos from them. But I'm kind of rambling now. But thank you, Mr. Wright Way, for those comments that you made on my last video, and yeah, and then just bringing up this discussion and having this, this idea pop in my head. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I want to know what you guys think below. Are you tired of look what I got videos? Do you still enjoy them, or do you not enjoy them as much? And as a YouTube channel yourselves, do you post videos much of this? I know a lot of times I in the past, that was like my go-to motivation sometimes for buying a bunch of video games, was to be right away. I was so anticipating, anxious about getting home to record it, so that way I could upload it to YouTube so I could show everybody. So I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, these conversations are all in fun. I am not a doctor. If you're offended, I'm sorry, but yeah, I enjoyed talking to you guys today. I can't wait to read your comments. Oop, move my mic. Can't wait to read your comments. But as always, guys, stay retro, my friends, and I will see you in the next video. I'm used to my camera being over here, and now it's kind of over there, throwing me off. So have a great day, guys.
Super Retro Force.